Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm attempting to defeat every Valentine's Day bot, from the mysterious bachelor who definitely isn't Martin, to this mean looking goose. Let's get started with D4. Should be a pretty easy win for this first one. I mean, he's rated 275. Let's see what he actually says though. I just realized I played a little too quickly. Can you quickly ask your mom if she'll marry me? Whoa. Alright, if this is definitely not Martin, he's definitely creepy at least. Then you can be one of my 12 kids. You're my favorite stepchild. No, I think I'm going to be the one adopting you, my friend. All right, we're going to play knight to f3 here. You get knight to h5, we'll just move the bishop out of the way. h6 hits the bishop. Do you think the pieces on the board are all friends? My pieces and your pieces are not, but all of my pieces are friends for sure. You can see everything. Wow, yeah, I'm tricky like that. We'll play c3 and defend the center. e5. Relationships can be full of tough decisions too. Is this Martin relationship therapy? Or rather, not Martin, the bachelor, right? Because it's not Martin. Let's go ahead and take this free... Oh wait, even better. Let's take this free queen. Hold on a minute. Let's see if he has any comments on the queens. That's a great move. Another piece for Martin. I mean, bachelor number 1. That's funny. You can get Martin on a relationship, like, dating show. That pawn was my best friend. What about this pawn? Was that your best friend too? Okay, he takes that one back. I don't know what to do. You just hang tight. I'll checkmate you in a moment. Go ahead and play bishop to e2. You're so good at chess. Wow. Thanks, Martin. I mean, bachelor, who is not Martin. We get bishop to b7. Playing someone in chess is a great way to get to know them. I agree. I do agree with that. We'll just go ahead and develop. Kind of playing this slow, considering it already gave us the queen, but I love that pawn more than you could ever know. Boo-hoo. We'll take this pawn. I don't know what you're trying to do. Let's play bishop to b5, put some pressure on d7. I'm sure we can get checkmate here in a moment. Free pieces. I take those. No, that knight used to babysit my kids. Well, he can't do that if he's been taken now, can he? We'll take the bishop. That was one of my it seems you have a special attachment to all of your pieces, but then you play like this? How can you say this was one of my favorite bishops and then your next bishop play like that? I mean, I don't know if I believe you. All right, we'll take en passant again. We've gotten 2 en passants this game. It's kind of suspicious. I'm having so much fun losing to you. I'm glad that you have fun losing, because I definitely don't. We'll take this rook. We've won the exchange. Well, now we've won a full rook since we get g5 in response. We'll take the knight as well. I really should just checkmate him here in a moment, but it's kind of fun to take all these pieces. Go ahead and set up queen to d7. Oh, we get rook to g7. He actually sees the mate. Incredible. Go ahead and play bishop to a6. Try to get queen to c8. Rook, he's actually fighting until the last move. We'll go ahead and take. It's not stalemate because he has a bunch of pawns on the board. G4. Any comments? Any last words, my friend? No, that's what I thought. All right, checkmate. We've defeated the bachelor. Wow, you're really, really good. Don't tell anyone I'm Martin, please. Don't worry, I don't suspect you one bit. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the next bot. All right, we've got the ghosted bot. Boo, it's me again. How on brand. All right, we'll go ahead and start with D4. I just realized I'm playing with white again. I should probably play black for the next couple ones. England Gambit is crazy. I haven't heard from you in ages. Oh, because he's ghosted. That's right. That's funny. All right, we'll take queen to h4. What's new with me? I became a pickleball coach. I'm getting really into mixology, and I'm a ghost now. Yeah. All right, I'm starting to understand that these bots are, at least these first 2, are both very much Valentine's Day themed. This poor guy got ghosted, and now he's a pickleball coach. All right, we'll play knight to f3. I'm glad he found something to do with his extra time. Queen to e4. I guess you could say that just makes me sad. I guess you could say we've both been really busy, huh? That's like so pitiful. All right, we get queen to e4. We'll strike the queen. Queen developed too early. If I didn't know any better, I might think you're trying to unsummon me. Want to watch Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol tonight? It's probably a play on an actual Mission Impossible movie, but I haven't watched Mission Impossible, so I don't get the reference. All right, queen to c5. We'll go ahead and develop normally. You probably lost my number. Oh, this poor guy. Just light a candle up by my empty grave and I'll show up. Ooh. I don't know if I like the sound of that. Go ahead and develop the bishop and castle. Free queen, we accept. Skull emoji. I like that the bots use emojis now. That's funny. White's pawns look like little ghosts, don't they? That's a little bit of a reach. He's got an active imagination, I guess. Boo. Boo. Boo yourself, buddy. I'll play rook to b1. A move almost as scary as running into an X at Piggly Wiggly, like that one time when you ignored me waving from the produce aisle. You're Okay, alright, let's go ahead and just take this knight. You're playing okay. Bishop to e4, we'll go ahead and take the knight. I appreciate his creepy comments. Hopefully he takes with the b pawn so we can grab that rook as well. All right, he takes with the d pawn instead. I wonder if you'll ever call that piece again. This is like the clingy X. Yeah, I don't know about this. I'm gonna play knight to d4. We're threatening to take the pawn since it's pinned, and we can take the rook right behind it. Sweet, free pawn. He kind of has to take it because we're threatening mate as well. Oh, that's an interesting way to address it. We'll go ahead and take the rook right behind. Slumber will never come for this tortured spirit until we sign up for swing dancing lessons. I don't think that we're doing that. Let's play knight to c6 and threaten mate. We don't have to read this guy's creepy comments anymore. All right, bishop to d6 actually and unironically blocks that. We'll play bishop to a3, put some pressure on it. Offer a free bishop. Oh no, my bishop. All right, he doesn't take it, so we'll take his bishop instead. Another poor soul shuffling off this mortal coil. I'm not copying you. I was going to move that anyways. What, because we both moved a bishop? All right, I'll go ahead and take. It'd be a miracle if he can block this now, which he can't. And we deliver checkmate. I think that was even faster than Martin. I guess it wasn't meant to be. By the way, are any of your friends spectral? That's funny. My friend, if I knew anybody that was a ghost, I would definitely hook you up. Let's go ahead and play the next bot. All right, we've got DJ Ron Passant, hilarious pun. Have you ever played chess with a real chess player before? Because DJ Ron Passant is the realest. So real. Oh, I just realized I said I was going to play with black. And here I am playing d4 again. Whoops. A little about me. I'm a DJ and I live with my mom. Let me give you some lessons on being cool. Yeah, you definitely look cool, my guy. Look at those red shades. All right, we get g6. We get a Grunfeld. I'm going to develop normally. Knight to f3. Just play bishop to d3. Opens Red Bull. I haven't drank water since 08. The best second date idea? Playing DDR at my mom's house. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to cut it, my guy. I don't know if that's going to cut it. We'll play bishop g5, drop the bishop back. If g5, there's even knight to d2. Knight to d2 is very amusing here. If takes, I take back with the queen. It's an even trade, and he's doubled his pawns. I don't mean to brag, but my IQ is over 250. Jealous? Don't let my ridiculously good looks distract you. I can't even see your eyes, my guy. All right, knight to d2. Knight to f4 is the most challenging response here. If takes, and then both of our pawn structures are kind of messed up. But I want to try it anyways, just to see what happens. Worst case, knight to f6, bishop g3. Okay, we both keep pieces on the board. And we're met with c5, which I always respond to with c3. A pawn by any other name would Cupid shuffle just as righteously. It's time to take this lady for a spin. Is it time? It seems a little bit early in the game to start taking the queen for a spin, but hey, you're DJ Ron Passant. What do I know? In a way, I'm already married to DJing. Oh my god. All right, bishop to g4. How can we block this? f3? I'm very confident. f3, and then we'll just go ahead and castle. Bishop back, we'll castle, and then we can fight for the center, maybe after king to h1. We don't want to weaken this diagonal too much and still have the king sitting on it. Oh, you like to play it safe. I can protect your heart. Wow. Top level Riz right there. This is a tough choice. Let's talk about a Taco Bell. Taco Bell, primetime plays for a date. All right, we get h5. Assuming that's looking for h4. But that's not really a challenge. I mean, his king is still in the center, which is at least dubious, and at best, an advantage for me. Let's go ahead and play that king to h1 move we were talking about. Then maybe bishop to f2, then e4. Oh, c4, he closes the center. Can I borrow 20 bucks? No, you cannot. Bishop back to c2. e4 is next to break the center. The king is still there, so we're in a good spot here. Queen comes back to b6, does target the b2 pawn, which is kind of critical. Notice it also puts the queen on this weak diagonal, but at least the king isn't there anymore. Go ahead and play b3. I can start marching my pawns forward. I mean, he's doing weird stuff like this, and he still hasn't castled, so I don't think he has his priorities straight. We'll go ahead and take this free pawn on c4. DJ Ron does not like that. I didn't ask DJ Ron. Let's go ahead and trade the bishop just to keep the tempo on our side. And then play c5, hit the queen. Oh, I just realized I could have taken on d5. Why did I play that? Queen to b2 hits my rook. Oh, what am I playing? I guess knight to b3 here is necessary to defend. So we'll play that. He takes, we'll take back. These even ideas of e5, queen to f3, queen takes. h3 is kind of annoying because it tries to draw the king out, but we'll just play g3. Bishop to g4, very aggressive. Is it just me or are you getting some serious vibes here? Yeah, I'm getting seriously attacked for sure. I don't know about vibes. Bishop to g4 hits the queen. I guess I have to play queen to d2 because I still have to defend this bishop. So between queen to d2 and maybe queen to d3, also looking for queen to b5 is interesting. We'll play that, queen to d3. I didn't play this the most concretely that I could have. I got distracted by reading all the kibitzing. The photo in my profile picture may have been taken a few years ago. You're telling me he's balding now? This is an old picture. All right, rook to a8 is definitely a random move that doesn't accomplish much. I guess I should just continue development, so knight to d2 here. Let us remember the immortal words of a great man. Me. Okay. Can you pick up the check? I don't have my wallet on me. That's hilarious. Okay, so this looks like a free bishop, and I kind of have to take it because it forks my pieces, but after takes, he takes my bishop. That also leaves this diagonal weak, though, so it looks like I have queen to b5 check, king moves out of the way, I pick up on b7, so that might not be critical at all. Whoa, keep your hand off DJ Ron's pieces. I can't, they're free. One time I got my stomach pumped after drinking the juice in glow sticks. Put your hands up and say, go DJ Ron. All right, let's play check. Hey, don't be a meanie to DJ Ron. Don't worry, I'm not being a meanie. I'm just taking your pieces. All right, so I think here we just take. If rook to b8, queen back, that should be fine. Let's just pick up the free pawn. Okay, we get rook to d8. Our own pawn is now kind of loose here, but we also have queen to d5, which is interesting. Hits f7, but that might be met with knight to f6. Blocks the attack on the f7 pawn, and then also hits our queen. Guess we could just play check. Let's give that a try. Rook to f8. Interesting way to defend that. Let's play rook to c1 to make our position a little bit more concrete. Hits the queen, protects the pawn by x-ray defense. We get queen to d3. Can I just push this pawn? I'm pretty sure I can just push this pawn and promote it at some point, so I'll start with that. Okay, we do get knight to b6. We'll go ahead and move the queen to safety, right? I'm not trying to lose my queen, but I'm still looking for this pawn push. g4 invites the bishop into the position, so much so that it's threatening this free knight now. I'll play c7 anyways. I mean, it's with tempo, really. Ooh, he takes. Okay, I'll take with promotion. Thank you, thank you. I'll take back the bishop. And now, how do I continue to make progress here? Whoa, there's checkmate here in one move. Ooh, I need to be careful. Rook here. Defends the checkmate. Queen to e3, looking for check and then mate. Ugh, wait, did I mess this up? I think queen to a5 is critical. Defends the pawn, defends f3. Whew, that was close. That was really close. Queen to e2 is not threatening at all, which is good, but I need to get this pressure off my position. So let's play rook to f1 so we can play rook to f2. Great, rook to f2. This does nothing. He's staring at his own pawn. DJ Ron needs to remember how the pawns move, and we'll play queen to f4 to offer a queen trade. Since we are up material, that is in our favor. Ooh, queen takes. Rook to c1. Hits the queen, defended by our own queen, and looks at the open file. So let's play that. Rook to c1. Queen takes. Can I dive in with check? Oh, but there's rook to d2. Whew. Give me your queen, DJ Ron. What do you have to say about that? Free queen for me. Nothing? No comment on that one? I'm telling mom. Ooh, maybe your mom is scary. I don't know. I'm real slick, baby. No, you're not. Lost the queen. King to e8. Let's go ahead and make a battery, threaten checkmate. King moves over. I guess that's good enough. Let's go ahead and attack this pawn, destabilize the knight. Ooh, he moves back. I'll take anyways. Knight to c8. We'll go ahead and pin the knight. No way to defend it now. f5. We'll take our free knight. We'll take the rook right behind it as well. Yup. And now we're just closing in on checkmate here. Let's see. But where's my checkmate? Let's start here with check. King moves up towards the center. Very bold. We'll play check on f1. Check. And I guess we can just keep checking him all the way down. So check. Rook lift. Yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. Check. If king here, then I can't do ladders mate, but nice, ladders mate. All right, let's move on to the next bot. You're too good for DJ Ron. Good game. Also, can you give me a ride to the bus? I lost my mom's car keys. All right, let's move on to the next bot. All right, we're playing the Trisha bot. We'll start with d4. We get knight to f6. Pretty standard opening so far. d5, everything's nice and symmetrical. Did you watch me on the last season of 40 Move Fiance? No, I did not, Trisha. c5, we'll play c3 to defend the d4 pawn. Knight to d7. What's the deal with the goose? That's what I'm trying to find out. I want to play with the goose at the end of all of these bots. Queen to b6. I could play my thematic line of knight to a3. But I'm just going to keep it simple with queen to b3 and get a trade. Starting drama, I'll finish it. Ooh, queen to c6 is questionable. Is there knight to e5, knight takes, and then bishop b5? We'll find out. Let's try knight to e5 here. Knight does take. Can I not just play this? I mean, I could even just take. Well, no, if I take, then the knight drops back. There's no more pin. Let's try. Let's try bishop to b5. Knight to d3 is check. Fair. If I drop back and take, then we're just even again, and I lose this pin. So what about king to e2, maybe? King to e2 seems to work. We'll try it. King to e2. All right, knight takes with check again. We'll take back, and I still don't see how she's going to get this pin off her back. Bishop g4, we'll play f3, hitting the bishop now as well. She takes. I'll take back. I don't think she has any more moves. I think that was it. c4 we'll take with check, and we have simply won the queen in 13 moves. Ooh, for an 1800, that was gone quick. We'll play queen to b7 here, hit the rook, hit the pawn. Again, no way to defend both of those. We'll take with check. And rook to d7. Okay, this pawn is now defended. There is this check, but doesn't really accomplish anything, so I'll just go back to development. And then maybe b3, try to open up a file. And we should be in business here. Knight to h5 is kind of annoying. It hits this pawn, which, frankly, I can just let go. It's not that important to my position. Okay, she takes. We'll go ahead and hit the knight, because why not? I mean, we're up a queen, so we might as well. g5. We'll go ahead and take the open file. I just need to get more pieces in the game so I can finish her off easy. King to e7 allows a rook trade, so I'll set that up. Takes is check. Have you talked to that ghost yet? I've been avoiding him since he slid into my DMs a few weeks ago. That's funny. The ghost was objectively creepy. We'll go ahead and take this pawn. Okay, she takes back with the pawn, which means there's no space for my knight to develop now. Go ahead and play this intermediate check. And the king moves back. Okay. Let's play rook to g1. Put the rook on the same file as the king. There's now ideas of h4, so we'll play that. Knight to h3 is a very creative way to defend that. It hits the rook, it defends the pawn. So we'll hit the knight with rook to g3. Rook to d8? You look familiar. Were you on Love Over the Board? No, I was not. But I would like to be, so hey, if you got any connections, let me get on Love Over the Board. In the meantime, let me take this free knight. That's just free. All right, rook to d6. I'm not sure what the plan here is, but I'll just move the queen back. If check, I mean, I can just move my king. Okay, she takes the pawn, sure. Let's play king back to f2. I just don't like my king being in the center anymore. It's just not necessary. Bishop to g5. Hits the knight, so we'll play the knight back. Rook to d8, we'll play c4, looking at this free piece if she does take, which she doesn't. She plays bishop to f6, very concrete. We'll go ahead and take the pawn. If check, I just move my king out of the way. It's totally fine. She needs to come back and defend this pawn. But instead she gives me another free pawn, which I'll take, sure, thank you. She takes, I'll take on h4. Everybody's active now, so we're pretty much just up a free queen. I'll go ahead and sacrifice because there's no point in keeping all these pieces on the board. Knight to e3, and then I'll just push this pawn. Push. We'll move the king towards the rook because nobody's going to defend it. I don't really know much about Bachelor 1, but I do know this. They are terrible at... Oh, Martin catching a stray dis. All right, I guess king to d4 here and then defend the next check like this. Okay, we'll keep pushing. Oh, I thought she was going to say she was interested in Bachelor number 1. Martin, or I guess we shouldn't be exposing his identity. Bachelor number 1 is not going to be happy to hear that. We're just pushing this pawn. And let's see. Oh, if I move the queen now, let's move the queen to b7, I guess. Great, we'll promote. She has to sacrifice the rook, so we'll pre-move the recapture. Great, and if h2, I am just in time to stop this pawn with queen to a1. Thank you. Thank you. All right, and how do we finish this off? I would love to take a moment to thank my fans for believing in me. I couldn't have gotten on season 1 of Love is Blindfolded without you. Sure. Let's play knight to f5. I hope you're happy. Oh, she doesn't sound... OMG, this is taking I'm trying, Trisha, I'm trying. Jesus. Doing my best. Check. Move back so we can finish it up. Ah, see, you're the one making it long now. King to e6. We'll just... Oh, I can't stalemate her. Whoops. I guess it's not stalemate, there's f5. Okay, we'll play check. And check. And now we can just... Queen to e6, king to c7, king to c5, and we are in business. All right, queen to d6, just careful not to stalemate her here, and we should be good. Queen to e7, we'll pre-move king to b6, and we'll have mate here in just a moment. All right, queen to c7. We've now beat the Trisha bot. Catch me next time on All-Star season of Check or Checkmate. We will, Trisha, we will. And now all that's left is the angry-looking goose. Let's go ahead and play the angry goose. All right, we're now facing the goose, who says honk, which is honestly much less distracting than the other bot, so I'm happy with that. I think goose is trying to reach 3,000 elo, and I guess our goal is to stop him. Honk, 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 okay? I don't speak goose, so I don't know what that means. If anybody speaks goose, translate that for me. We'll play e3, honk, honk, sure. I feel like there's not going to be a lot of kibitzing to read for this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, the game is afoot. Infinite permutations lie before us, a corridor of endless doors for you and I to enter. Okay, that's a step up from honk. So let's play c3 here. Okay, we're back to honk honk, sure. Knight to f3. You draft that noble charge, the knight, into the fracas? Their metal armor may shine and gleam now, but you may find our corrodes even in the strongest of alloys. After this intellectual sparring, I shall retire to my chambers to, to poop all over the public playground. That's funny. All right, bishop to d3. Quack, I mean honk. Hey, I don't even know what he is. Oh my, okay, I'm not reading these paragraphs, to be honest. All right, what do I have to watch out here for? e5, e4. It's doing a great job of distracting me. If that was the goal, it's doing a great job. e5, e4, forks. Okay, so let's play bishop to b5. Same idea that we played against Trisha. There's no need to trade. Honk, goose, and control. All right, we're going to play knight d2, develop our pieces. a6. He's back to honking angrily, and I'll just move my bishop back. Okay, b5 will retreat the bishop. There is this idea now, but there's no fork anymore. We'll trade. And then bishop back. Okay, and then if e4, knight to d4 is an option, we'll go ahead and castle in the meantime. Honk, honk, I am goose, honk. I got the idea. Let's play bishop to b3 and challenge this queen move. Okay, queen to d6. We're very close to getting a queen trade. There's also knight to d4, which is amusing because it offers a knight trade, and he can't actually take because we take the queen. Let's play that. Knight to d4. We might even get a trade and then open up the center, which is where the king is hanging out right now. Okay, we'll go ahead and take. I just want to open up the center. I mean, the king is still just sitting there. So maybe Goose doesn't know what castling is. Okay, let's play rook to e1. I don't love that my queen is on the same file as this knight. That's so crazy. It happened as soon as I said it. I was going to say, because if any pressure comes onto this knight, then I have to just defend. But we can play rook to e2 here, so we're hanging on okay. Queen to f6. Now I definitely have to move her out of the way, so queen to e1 looks good. Okay, knight to c5 hits the bishop. I'm not that concerned about the bishop, so I'll go ahead and play rook to d1. If takes... Ooh, knight to d3. I didn't even see that. Knight to d3. Okay, queen to f1 is the only move for sure. I think we're still in business here, though, because the king is just hanging out in the center, which, for a almost 3,000 rated bot, is very suspicious. h5 looks concrete, definitely threatens to trap the bishop, so I'll play h3, make space for the bishop. Bishop to c5. Oh, he's going to castle. If Goose castles, then I'm not in a great position anymore. I'm just cramped for the sake of being cramped at that point. Let's play knight to f3. No, then just takes and takes. I lose the pawn. Ugh. Terrible situation. Okay, it looks like I might just be cramped for the sake of being cramped. Let's try to uncramp with c4. Get the knight out of the way. Maybe we can double the rooks. h4 does happen after all. We'll drop the bishop back. Knight takes. Yeah, that was free. Honk, want, eat bread. Honk, yeah. You're going to have all the bread you want after you destroy me. Jesus Christ. Knight to b2. Hits the rook. So I guess I move the rook. Rook to b1, hit the knight back. The path you tread is one of suffering. I know, my friend. I can see that I'm going to be suffering quite a bit in this game. We'll go ahead and take this pawn. Okay. He didn't take back with the bishop, which I would have liked for knight to e4. Takes back with the pawn, obviously. If not the best move, right up there with him. I honk, therefore am goose. So if I honk, am I goose? I'm not going to find out. Let's see. This knight is a horrible headache. So let's play bishop to c2 and try to get rid of it. Rook to h6. Be gone, knight. I never want to see you again. What's the idea here? Rook g6, hitting this pawn. Unfortunate. Let's play rook to c1. Hit the bishop. Ah, he ignores it. How wise. You find yourself at an impasse. A choice must be made to exercise one's free will. It is a celebration of being alive. Unironically, very, very based. All right, rook to g6. Ooh. In theory, I can just take. I win a bishop. If takes, I sack the queen. Takes. And what did I get? 2 bishops and a rook for a queen? The position is kind of critical after, but let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. I mean, in theory, the material works out, so let's see what happens. Takes. Okay, sure. Feudal honking, yes, I'm glad you've noticed. It's feudal. Queen to g6. Feudal yapping on my end. I can yap all I want. I'm not going to defeat this bot. Queen to g6. I guess we just drop the king back. c6. I don't think we're doing that terrible, to be honest. I mean, we're very constricted still. This rook has no way of escaping. If it moves, we drop the knight. If the knight moves, we drop the back rank. So let's take here with check. Okay, the king moves out of the way. This is such a disgusting position. Like, the pieces are just everywhere. The exchange is suspicious at best. Let's play bishop to f4. Maybe rook to g5, get the queen off that file. We do get rook to c3, which is an issue because of this check. Rook here, there's check. Tough situation to be in. I'd love for my rooks to be connected, but that seems so far in the future that it's not even worth considering. What about knight to f3 so I can drop my knight back? We'll do that and just try to huddle up here. Because he's going to have to prove to me that he can actually win. Okay, queen to d3 pins the rook, so rook to c2 is immediately an issue, right? If check and I block with the knight, actually rook to c2 doesn't work anymore because the knight is there. Let's play that. Knight to e1, hit the queen. Get out of here, we don't like you. Queen to d7, he's gone, which is good. But what on earth is my plan here? Do I have a plan here? Well, now this pawn is under attack. King to g2, I guess. It defends the pawn, I mean. Okay, f6, let's go to h5 and hit this pawn and then also have that back rank at our disposal. Okay, g5 immediately kicks the bishop. Aggressive goose noises, yeah, he is being aggressive. Bishop to h2. This rook is disconnected from reality. I'm sure it's going to get trapped in a moment. Queen to d1, can't move my rook because this hangs and that also hangs. King back to f1, try to hold on. Okay, queen back to d7. This rook is in actually grave danger. King to g7 is enough to trap the rook. And then after queen to f7, there's no way to defend it. So let's play check and get the rook out of there. King to g7. Oh, I just realized this is hanging again. I'm afraid your goose is cooked. All right, let's play rook to b8. At least we're defended by the bishop. When he inevitably takes, we can play king to g1. I've been honking so much I can't speak English anymore. Rook to c1. Not really a threat, I don't think. Let's play check. Idle threats. All right, you got me. You got me. It's not a real threat. It seems my fellow contestants are more interested in quote-unquote love than chess. Do they not realize the relationship between opponents is the most beautiful one of all? Aw, how poetic, how poetic. And then he's gonna go back to insulting me in a moment, but for the meantime, how nice, how sweet. I mean, my pieces are just completely cramped. There's nowhere for me to actually move. Can't move my rook because of the knight. Inherently can't move the knight because it's pinned. The bishop is kind of standing guard, so I'm not really tempted to move him. And this rook is acting as a lone soldier out here, so... Oh, I can't even play rook to d7. I almost did that, and it's hanging. I guess rook to b8. I mean, maybe we can look for more checks. Queen to f3 hits the rook. The position is now critical. If the king moves over to defend the rook, there's check, drops the bishop. Actually, no. Check, bishop back. Oh, and then that's a crazy checkmate, too. The knight can't come in and block because it's pinned. How interesting. So what now? I move the rook and I get checkmated right away? Oh, I'm not going to do that, so I have to defend the rook. Okay, it does see check. There's only one move, which is to block. Horrid sounds of goose laughter, followed by checkmate. All right, we did not defeat the goose bot. Let's see what the game review has to say. You guys won't be able to see the game review, but actually you can. There's like a tiny little bit over here that you guys can see. All right, we didn't play terrible. It looks like we just kind of lost the advantage over time, and eventually we got destroyed by this crazy goose. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.